Now wait. Nobody? Madam. Today is Friday. Where's everybody? It's taking long. Okay, finally somebody's on. Good morning. So it's just me and you, your internet buddy. Good morning. Aries, it's been a while, oh, Aries King. It's been a while. It's like you're running from my DM. Good morning. Okay. I just because today's topic is kind of long, so I'll just give people like 3 minutes extra. Oh, well, I've been awake. Oh. I just did not stand up to come and film. Been awake. Good morning. You guys, we are currently on 2,607 subscribers. Honestly, I just want to hit like 10K. But with my calculations, I don't even know when that will be like. Probably like January ish. January ish. And I think I'm making a lot of. I'm trying to make a vlog, you guys. I want to go and get. I don't really need it though, but I want to buy a microphone. Like those tiny mics. I gave out my previous tiny microphone. So I want to get a tiny microphone. I want to get some other little things for my vlog because I want it to be cute. So I'll make a vlog. I also make some, like I was mentioning on my status, that I was going to make some video tutorials. For the first one, I'm going to be making one on what's it called? I'm going to be making the first tutorial on preparing for 2024 and a lot of other preparing for 2024 kind of videos. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Well, that's what I'm working on, Sha. Preparing on 2024. For 2024. Then I think one should be on how to eat your first 500,000 in business. Because I feel like once you hit 500K and you're able to consistently hit 500K, you're blown. Okay, so let's just get straight into today's topic, which is how to let go of your excuses and create the life of your dreams. This one, I'm just going to be talking. There's no exact point, right? I'll say, okay, this is the major point. This is exactly. It is about you. It is about you. Are you not tired? Like, you get to a point where you realize that it's not that you don't know what to do. Good morning, technical giants. It's not that you don't know what to do. The problem is not that you don't know what to do. The problem is that you are just not doing it. And the reason you are not doing it could just be because you are scared, which is why we had to talk about limiting beliefs, right? You can go back and watch that video. The reason you are not doing what you're supposed to do is probably because you are scared, you are afraid, you think it won't work out, you procrastinate, all of those weird things. Once you can start doing the things that you know you're supposed to do, honestly, you just go. People will be wondering, like, people will be wondering how you are just growing so fast. It's basically you doing the things that you know you are supposed to do, but you are too scared to do, or you are, too afraid to do, right? For this particular class, the book I'm recommending is No Excuses by Brian Tracy. No excuses, right? No excuses. And the reason I'm recommending that book to you is because I think it does justice to destroying every form of excuse that you can think of, right? Because I feel like most of the time you think your excuse is valid, and it is, but it does not matter that your excuse is valid if it's still an excuse, right? And it doesn't matter if it's still an excuse, it's still an excuse, it's still an excuse. So what you need to do is let go of them. Like, stop giving reasons why you cannot do the things you're supposed to do. Just go ahead and do those things and see whether your life will become better or not, right? Like, by the time you start doing the things you're supposed to do, honestly, your growth will shock you. The things you know you are supposed to do them. Once you start doing that, your own growth will shock you. It will shock everybody around you too, because your growth will be so exponential, to go like, right? So you know you're supposed to maybe read a book. Don't procrastinate. Like, read that book. Do the things you're supposed to do, right? Because if you don't do the things you're supposed to do right now, they're just going to pile up, and they will not let you think of, bigger ideas, like bigger things that you're supposed to do. It's when you've successfully done one thing, then your brain will start thinking, oh, I can also do this, I can also do this, I can also do this. And because you are now getting more and more ideas, you have so much more to do, right? But a lot of people, their excuses blind them from reality. You see why um most people never grow, or they get stuck in one income bracket. It's mostly because of the excuses that they give. They say, "Oh, but I didn't come from a rich family. Oh, but Nigeria is hard. Oh, but the government is irresponsible." Let me tell you something. If you're going to make money, you're going to make money. Oh. Forget government. It has nothing to do with anything. Sure, the standard of living might not be so great, and like your security, your safety might just be questionable. But if it's about money, you can make it though. Like, even with bad government. So everybody that's been giving that excuse of the reason why they are broke is because of is a lie. Oh. Is a lie. It is a lie. It is a big fat lie. Right? You can make any amount, especially in these times. We are living in the digital age, right? Good morning. We're living in the digital age. Anybody can make money anywhere doing anything. Right? And I don't see all the excuses that people give. Lies. You can make money doing anything anywhere, right? And one thing I've realized is the more excuses you give, the more excuses you will give. Once you get form an habit out of giving excuses, you cannot stop, right? Until you tell yourself that I need to get things done. I need to, because if I keep going this way, I will not make it out of the trenches, right? So you need to exist outside of those excuses. You need to get crazy. You need to get serious. You need to get, again, let me say, you need to get crazy about your goals. It's when you are so crazy about your goals that you don't even see your excuses anymore. The only thing you see are your goals, right? You stop seeing why you should not do it, and you start seeing the only reasons why you have to do it. And that's what I want you to see. I want you to see reasons why you have to do the things you're supposed to do, right? So first of all, we are not going to be giving any excuses about the Nigerian government, about your family background, about, I'm a living proof. It doesn't matter where you come from, right? It doesn't matter what family you were born into. So far you come across knowledge about money, you can make as much as you want, right? So it doesn't matter about the Nigerian government, about the school that you go to, whether or not you've made it into university successfully, whether or not you are failing university, whether or not you are doing well, it does not matter. What matters is that you keep your eyes on your goals and you do everything that you say you're going to do. That's one of the reasons why I've come up um, with this new offer, or will I call it a package? And it's just for people, it's for entrepreneurs who are already doing um above 500,000 naira a month, at least. Like that's minimum 500k, 400k, 400k minimum, um that are looking to scale their business. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be um acting as like the accountability partner. Not just me, they're going to be working with my entire team. And we're going to be making sure that they achieve all their set goals. So of course it's going to start with a consultation where I'm going to explain and listen to their goals. And it's for people that have like extremely big dreams. Like your goals are so big, they are scary, you don't even know where to start, those kind of people. Right. So I'm going to be listening to their goals, breaking it down for them and tracking it for 3 months. So we're doing that for the first quarter. Depending on what the experience looks like, we're going to try it again for the second quarter. So the plan is to make sure that they don't give any excuses. They just continue to, achieve those goals, and at the end of the day, they come out victorious. Now, the kicker is that if um they don't attend all the weekly meetings and the monthly meetings and all the things we are putting together to make sure that they stay accountable, we're going to kick them out regardless of how much they paid. Meanwhile, this whole package costs 40,000 naira, and if they don't do it well, I kick them out. Just be going. However, if they do everything and they don't achieve their goals, I'll be refunding them their full 40,000 naira. Sounds like a sweet deal, doesn't it? So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to also be providing them with a lot of resources to make sure that they achieve those goals, regardless of how crazy they are, regardless of how big they are, that they achieve those goals. So yeah, I'm just saying this, putting this out there because I will just be screen recording this and reposting it on my status. All right. Yeah. Let's talk about giving excuses, right? The thing about when you start to give excuses, you continue to give excuses, like I mentioned, and it does not get better for you. I'm sure there are people that have been giving excuses about this live that I've been doing on YouTube. What they don't know is that it's compounding. So now if they had just watched the first video and the second video on the day they were supposed to watch it, they'll probably have seen 19 videos by now. But because they've not seen any of them and they've been procrastinating, they are going to be forced to try and watch all 19 at the same time, which is more difficult than just following it every day, right? So your excuses compound and eventually they choke you and you burn out, or you just feel tired for no reason because you're carrying heavy luggage on your head. But I want you to think about your brain as an alarm system. Um, think about your brain as an alarm system that reminds you when it's time for you to do something. So let's say that this alarm, you have like multiple alarms. Let's just imagine your phone. You have an alarm for 3 o'clock. You have an alarm for 2 o'clock. An alarm for 4 o'clock. An alarm for 7, and everything is all ringing at the same time. Like they are ring. Is this one is ringing? This one rings. It knows. This one rings. It knows. That's how your brain is when you have tasks that you are yet to do. Right? It will keep reminding you. You are supposed to be doing this. You're supposed to be doing this. You're supposed to be doing this. You're supposed to be doing this. And funny thing is that the more you don't do all those things that you're supposed to be doing, the more your brain will keep repeating it, and then you feel tired even though you have not done anything. It's very funny, right? For this particular situation, I also recommend Atomic Habits. I recommend Atomic Habits. I've recommended two books so far: No Excuses by Brian Tracy and Atomic Habits. I also recommend Essentialism. Again, this will be like the third time I'm recommending Essentialism for this MSM, right? I need you to know that your excuses will limit you. They will kill you. they will kill you. And if there's anything that will destroy you in this life, is excuses. It's so potent, it's so powerful, it can ruin you, right? And I'm not even going to lie. If you really want to change your life, if you want a better life for yourself, you have to let go of every form of excuses, and just focus on getting things done. Just get things done. Like forget how you feel about the thing. Just do the damn thing. Do the thing. Forget how you feel about it. Like forget, oh, I have a day. Oh, I don't feel good. Oh, I'm not in the mood. Oh, if you don't do all these things that you're supposed to do, your this thing will be compounding. Workload will be compounding, and it's not a nice this thing when your workload is compounding anyhow. Omo, do the things you are supposed to do when you are supposed to do them. That's like the best advice I can give you. It doesn't matter how smart you are. If you procrastinate, nobody will ever see your smartness, right? If you give excuses, it doesn't matter how talented you are. If you don't show up where people can see you, it doesn't matter how talented you are, nobody's going to know. And what's the point of you being talented if nobody's going to know that you are talented? Good morning, mommy. Hope you had a lovely yesterday. So it doesn't matter how talented you are, if you are not putting yourself out there and you're just giving different excuses, nobody is going to know, right? And you see, when they say your dreams are valid, it's just so that you know that it doesn't matter how big that dream is. So far, you are willing to do the work that will get you there, and you commit towards doing that work. Success is only a matter of when. It's not if, right? You are going to be successful. That's it. Period. And all it takes is for you to go all out, to not give excuses, for you to get serious, for you to become dedicated to your cause, right? So today I'm going to tell you, if your dream is to be, I don't know, maybe social media, anything, just go ahead and do it, right? You don't even need to wait till next year. For a lot of people say, I'm waiting till next year, so I'm now going to start from scratch. I'm going to anything you're not able to do right now, you're not able to start right now. Nothing what you want tell me. You may not start next year. In fact, you may not start upper year. If there's any regret me I have personally, it is not starting YouTube on time. I wish I just started, even when my phone was bad, right? Even when I just wish I just went ahead and I just started, because you just need time. Basically, you need time, and um, you learn a lot you learn more from your failures than you learn from your success. So I would say you learn a lot more from your failures. If I started back then, I probably would have gone be I would have gone this thing. But I was just giving myself different excuses. That's what I'm telling you now, that you should not give excuses. Just go ahead and do the things that you are supposed to do. And you are compounding efforts. I want you to look at it as compounding efforts. Now you've done this thing already, you can easily move to the next thing. You do that, you move to the next thing. You do that, you move to the next thing. You are better off than somebody that has been giving several excuses and has not done even a single thing. I was telling somebody recently, I said that the difference between me and a lot of entrepreneurs is I make decisions fast, swiftly. I don't sit down and think before I make a single decision. I just weigh the pros and the cons. Most times I get a book, I write out pros, I write out cons. I compare the pros and the cons. Whichever one is better. If the pros are a lot more than the cons, I just make the decision ASAP and just go right ahead and follow through with it. If the decision backfires, immediately I think of like a solution fast. Like, what can I quickly do to fix up this particular thing that is becoming a mess? I fix it up and I move on. Right? It's not that deep. You are going to make mistakes, but it's not as if the mistakes, like, you don't. It's somebody that has, like, and that's the funny thing. The people that have a lot more to lose, they don't mind making mistakes. Somebody like Elon Musk, if he makes a very horrible decision, a lot of people are going to suffer for it, right? But then it still makes decisions anyways. It doesn't say because I'm scared that if I make this decision, a lot of people are going to suffer for it. So you have to say, ah, I'm not making any decisions, so I'm not doing anything, oh, because I'm scared that people are going to suffer, or because I'm going to make the wrong decisions, whatever. It does not matter. It just goes right in and it does what it's supposed to do, right? So you can't really sit down on, you cannot decide that, okay, I'm not going to make decisions because I'm scared or blah blah. You don't know the outcome. Nobody sees the future. It's not like we have a magic cube to see what the future holds, right? So just go ahead and do this thing. If you make mistakes, obviously it's not a matter of life and death. You're not about to lose 1 billion because of your mistake, right? You are not going to lose um 80 billion because of your mistake. So just go ahead and make your decision. You make the mistake, you stand by it, you learn the lesson, you move on, but now you're smarter than you used to be. If you never made that decision, you'd still be like, you still not know a lot of things, right, about that particular thing. And there has been situations like that in my own life where I made a bad decision, and because of my bad decision, something suffers, something goes wrong, all of that, right? So I'm just going to tell you, when you make decisions, you stand by those decisions. You tell yourself, if this is what is going to take for me to succeed, this is what I'm going to do. If it's now the wrong thing, I'm now going to figure out what the right thing is. But I go all out, no excuses. I mean, for the next, and that's one of the major things I'm going to be putting together for um the this thing we're doing next year, for those 3 months. No excuses. You're not allowed to have excuses to say, oh, I didn't do this thing because of this thing. I didn't do it because I was tired. Then I'm going to just advise you, you need to hire an assistant. I don't want to know why. I don't want to know what, if it's going to mean you are going to need to hire more hands for you to get more things done. That's what we're going to recommend for you, right? And we're going to make sure that we provide you with all the resources that you need for for that. So um what I want you to know really is that once you let go of your excuses, I'm telling you, believe me, if that's the only thing you do next year, that instead of giving excuse for every single thing, you're just doing the thing, your growth will shock you. Like, it's not even a matter of um your growth. If you stop giving excuses, like, your growth will shock you. And I need you to do something for me very quickly. No, you can't even do it now. Later on during the day, just pay attention to your inner thoughts and see how many excuses you give in a day. It will shock you. Most people don't even know they are giving excuses. Just listen to how many excuses you give in a day, right? And then you realize why you're not getting the kind of results that you want, right? Just listen to your excuses. It's in your head. You won't even realize that you give excuses at a whim. A lot of people give excuses at a whim, right? Even me, I still give excuses, but as I'm growing in business, I realize that my excuses right now, my excuses cost money. They will cost me money. If I'm supposed to send something to probably somebody on my team and I don't do it enough, like we don't get a lot of things done in this month, I'm paying salaries, right? It's like I'm shooting myself in the leg. I'm taking losses, right? So obviously, every month, everything needs to get done. I need to monitor everybody's progress. Like, I'm watching what you're. If you're not doing my work up to satisfaction, like you're giving excuses with my work, you're gone. I don't want you on my team. And that's the kind of person I am. I'm not going to tolerate anybody's excuses at all, because I don't even tolerate my own excuses. Right. So there's something about you not giving excuses that makes you unique. And the reason is because a lot of people give excuses. So if you are deciding not to give excuses, you're probably among like maybe the top 20% of people in this world that don't really give excuses like that. Right? Which means automatically you start to grow. So that's um That's what will I call it magic? I don't think I can call it magic. That's let me just call it, that magic solution to your problems that you're looking for could just be you saying no to excuses. I want to build my dream life. This is the life I want, and this is the life I'm going to get. And that's how I've always been, right? When I say things, it shocks people sometimes. I just say, I don't want any of these things. This is what I want. And if this is what it's going to take for me to get there, I'm going to do everything. I'm going to do all that it takes for me to get my desired results. Right. So you guys, you guys, I want you to know that it's about you. If there's anybody that is limiting your growth, it's just you. It's not any ogun delay or any generational causes or anything like that. It is you. But once you remove your mind from all of those things, generational causes, and then just look at your family. How many of you give excuses? Like all those things are not really exactly the way you say, oh, most of the time it's just you and your excuses. You and giving excuses for situations that probably you should have let go of, you know, things that you should have done that you're giving excuses for. Just focus on doing the right thing and like you get the best results. That's all I'm saying. Forget all the victim blaming. Stop blaming every other person apart from yourself for your failures. Blame yourself. If you're not getting the results you want, blame yourself. Me now, if somebody on my team is performing in a very nonsense way, I blame myself. I blame myself. So I take it upon myself to fix it. I don't blame people for my mistakes. If it's me, it's me. And yes, I made a mistake. I'm wrong. I'm sorry, but this I'm going to fix. Right? Once you are unable to even accept blame or accept responsibility, it's going to be hard for you to even smell success. Right? So everything I'm saying here basically is there's so many reasons why giving excuses is going to ruin your life. So many reasons. But the most important thing that you need to know is that when you stop giving excuses, you start getting massive results. What is the difference between a mediocre entrepreneur and a professional a mediocre entrepreneur will give excuse for everything. A pro will do what they are supposed to do to the detail. I was drawing up an offer yesterday. This offer I was talking about, and I had to refer to some books, to some teachers on YouTube and all of that. And I realized why I was a mediocre entrepreneur last year versus this year, right? And I saw the major difference. I saw the clear difference. And it is all in the excuses I was giving. It was just excuses. And when I saw that, I knew, okay, so this is just me giving excuse, okay, you know. And I realized, like, it was just like a light bulb moment. Something has changed. You no longer give these excuses, and that's why you're able to, you know, eat this realm of growth. Are you guys feeling me? Of course, you're feeling me. Of course, right? So, yeah, and I used to have that book, No Excuses by Brian Tracy. I don't know, I borrowed some, but that's why I don't give people my books. I'll borrow you my book. You not return my book again. Book that is, what's it called? I don't even let people touch my library. Each book is 3,000 naira. But I use my money to eat shawarma. I know I'll be fat. So yeah, you need for you to be able to strengthen. Like I'll say, excuses is like a muscle. Discipline is also a muscle, right? So if you want to strengthen, if you give excuses, the discipline muscle shrinks, right? If you stay disciplined, your excuses shrink. So what you want to do is to pay attention, right? Good morning, mommy. Pay attention. Once you start to pay attention to your inner thoughts, right? You stop giving excuses. I'm going to explain how that works. So you're thinking in your head, you're like, I don't want to do this thing. Listen, just listen to that voice. Just ask why. Hmm? If there's something you need to do, you don't feel like doing it. I don't want to do this thing. Ask yourself why. And then the reason pops up. Oh, I don't think I can do it very well. Well, I will never know if I don't try. That's your reply to that. I'll never know if I don't try. Let me just do it. Even if I fail, what's the worst that can happen? Boom. Discipline. That's it. Like now you're disciplined. You're following through even though you know you may fail. I did a lot of things knowing I could fail, right? I can introduce something and the thing may not work out the way I think it would work out. And it doesn't matter. I'll just say, okay, I count my losses. Is there a way I can improve this? If there's no way to improve it, it is what it is. We move. And I think that's one of the hardest things for most entrepreneurs to do because you attach your to outcomes of events. Just because something doesn't go well doesn't mean I'm less amazing or I'm less kita. I'm still kita. I'm still the person that has done some things that they were successful. Sorry, if you're on this live, make sure that you like this video. Also, if you've not been liking my other videos or leaving comments, leave comments. So before I forget, I'm trying to reach out to brands, for sponsorships. Basically, all this knowledge I'm giving out on YouTube is free. So the only way I'm able to earn, is if I'm able to get sponsorships, and all of that. So help a sister. Um, um, yeah, so help a sister, right? Like my videos. Go back if you've seen everything, make sure that you're liking everything and you have a comment under each one, right? Because that's the way I can keep this going on. If WhatsApp, if I wasn't doing like running ads on WhatsApp, I won't be able to maintain this thing, because I'll just go back to my web design and just focus 100% on web design. Right. So you guys like, leave comments, share with your friends. After every live, make sure you are sharing with at least 3 to 4 people. Let them also watch these videos. We need to push the message forward and make sure that this channel keeps running itself. All right, what was I saying? What was I saying? Can't even remember before I jumped into this topic. I think I mentioned something about discipline and excuses being a muscle. Yeah, you want to be listening to your inner thoughts. That's how you catch yourself, right? Sometimes it may be fear. So if you say, I don't feel like doing this thing right now, why? I'm afraid. That's fine. It's okay to be afraid sometimes, right? It's okay to be scared. Just tell yourself, I understand that I'm scared right now, but it does not change anything. Whether or not I do this thing, I'm going to get, you know, whether or not I choose to do this thing right now, I am making a choice. Right? Let me tell you, if you don't choose, it's a choice. And the choice is failure. Right? So you have to choose to do the thing that you're supposed to do. So even if you are scared, you need to remind yourself that I'm scared. I know I'm scared. I know I don't know how this whole thing will turn out, right? But even though, even though I'm still going to do it, I'm still going to do it. The more you start saying yes to the things you're supposed to do, the more your dream life, starts appearing. And it's so weird because that's just how it works, right? So earlier this year, I was so ruthless with investing back into my business. I'm not even joking. I was investing back into the business because I wasn't doing web design. So all of my earnings were basically from my courses and from influencing on WhatsApp. Which to me that was like I cut my income reduced by about say 80%. It reduced by 80%. So you can just imagine. And out of the 80%, out of the 20% that was left of my income, I was investing back almost 80% of that 20%, which is crazy. I'm sure it's very crazy. Me that I like to go out. I go out, like I'll just go out. I may not take pictures of just go out, eat stuff, buy stuff. Like just I don't know. That's just the kind of person I am. So because I cut down my income, I had to ruthlessly invest back into my business. Like ruthlessly. I was investing time, 100% of my probably I don't even know why am I saying ask anybody. For the first 6 months, I was on WhatsApp 90% of the time replying messages, reaching out to people, connecting, networking, conversing, listening to my consumers, I said consumers to my community members. I was listening to everything they were saying, recreating products, doing things that they wanted me to do. Basically, that was what I did in the first 6 months. Ruthlessly investing my time and money back into my business. Because the thing about this life is there are some certain laws and there are some rules that guide everything that you do. So now when you follow through with those rules, as in you when you do exactly what you're supposed to do, you get the exact results that you want. Right? It's not even negotiable. You invest in your business is going to provide more returns. That's just how it works. Right? You don't invest, your business dies. It is what it is. You invest, your business stays businessy, and it keeps giving you more returns, like it gives you exponential returns. There was a time my mom was saying that, oh, the rural money. You're putting too much inside this. I said, mommy, I need to invest, or I need to invest because I know that it will get to a point where the business will start rapidly growing, right? I can say I did almost 100%. That should to pay 100%. Let's just say I've done like 60% increase in my business, almost 60%. That's crazy. If you're a businessman, you know how crazy that thing I did is. Wait, it's not 60% though. It's 100% though. Because I was doing like as at June, I was in like 300K, 400K months. So I've doubled that already and I've gone past double, like tripled it already. That's the power of investing back into your business and not giving any ridiculous excuses, right? Yeah. So basically, you guys, all I'm saying is no excuse you give is worth it. Your excuses will kill you, they will keep you stuck, they'll keep you broke, they'll take you far away from your dreams, right? But once you do the things that are necessary for you to achieve your dreams, your dream life, you automatically hit that point, right? And the faster you are at doing things that contribute to your growth, the faster you'd create your dream life. It's so simple. It's simple, but it's not exactly easy. And I've told a lot. I'm a very ruthless entrepreneur. I say it a lot. I'm very ruthless when it comes to my goals. There was a time my mom and I were school court is like she was trying to make me come home, and I was like, if I come home, I'll not be able to finish my work. My mom said, "Yeah, choose between your work and me." I said, "What's what? What's what?" I was like, "Why are you being so dramatic?" I said, "I'm not being dramatic. Choose between your." I said, "Okay." I even chose my work, sef. And I told my friend. My friend said, oh, serious? Go and pack your bag. I went to pack my bag. And then I went. Like, me, anything that will make me give excuse, I will avoid it though. I will avoid it. I'm an unserious person. that. I will avoid it. Right? So if you feel like giving excuses, another trick I use is I say, I will give excuses later. I'll give excuses later. Let me just do it right now. I'll give the excuse later. So when it's later, I'll give excuse later. um yes, 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 time and money investment. Once you're able to put in time and you put in money, it's only a matter of it's only a matter of time, right, before you start to get intense results. This year now, I can boldly say I've invested over, should I say the amount? I don't want to say the amount. When I do double of what I've invested next year, then I will say the amount I've invested into my business. I'm a crazy girl. But money, if you want to make money, you have to lose, like not even lose money, you have to put money back like a crazy person. So yeah, tell yourself I'll give excuses tomorrow. And when it's tomorrow, I'll give excuses tomorrow. And when it's, I just keep saying I'm going to give excuses tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow, but not today. Today, I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. Everything in your head. Don't forget the major things I need you to do. Listen to yourself more. Listen for your excuses. Get the things you're supposed to do. Get them done when you're supposed to do them. And um, we'll meet at the time. I've been talking for almost 40 minutes. My mouth is spinning me. But I believe with everything I've said here today, you kind of have picked up a bunch of things that probably will form, the way that you'd approach your work, approach your business moving forward. Also, if you're working for somebody, please don't give excuses. Do their work. They are paying you for that. And the more, if you don't do your work the way you're supposed to do your work, they are losing money. They are losing money. So, um, do your work when it's due. um get great at what you do, and you know you you create the life that you want. So you guys, i'll see you I'll see you soon, tomorrow, where we'll be talking about how to become more valuable. Tomorrow is day 20. That means I've been teaching every day for 20 days straight. Somebody should give me a round of applause, I beg. Oh, go easy. I've been teaching every day for 20 days, for 19 days. Tomorrow is going to be 20 days. You guys, it's crazy. It's crazy. You know the amount of consistency that takes. And I'm still doing some other work. So that's why I put it early in the morning. I'm a morning person. Anything that makes me put a class in the night like this, oh, my brain does not work after 7 o'clock. Like my brain is. So this is the best time, and that's why I put it in the morning. When I wake up, I'll just go live, start talking. We've been doing this straight for 19 days. That's crazy. That is crazy stuff, right? And we're about to finish. We're going to finish strong. I'm going to try my best. I'm even traveling. I'm traveling for my brother's initiation on Saturday. I'm going to meet with my two brothers. I'm still thinking about how that is going to work because I don't want to miss my live sessions. And the program is kind of in the evening. But you will definitely hear from me on Sunday. But what I cannot guarantee is if it's going to be in the morning or if it's going to be in the night. Because me, I'm going to travel. So it's very possible that I might just do it when I get back to Ife in the afternoon. Initiation, like all these dramatic arts things. I don't know. But he has been dancing and practicing and everything, and he has been putting in a lot of work. So I want to show up as the big sister that I am to cheer him on, like, bro, well done, I got you, that kind of thing. And I think I was supposed to pay for some people's tickets. So we shall see how it goes. Sha. If you're in UI, you're going to see me in your school on Saturday. Okay, ladies and gentlemen of the Vibe Squad, um, we are done with today's session. And yeah, if you are not subscribed to my newsletter yet, what are you waiting for? Subscribe. I've been telling you people subscribe. Subscribe to the newsletter. And I'll see you in the next video, which is tomorrow. So bye guys. Have a lovely day. Bye.